Good morning and welcome back everyone to another Palantir update. Today my name is Benjamin from Mind Capital, and yesterday we are going to look at our accounts short-term and long-term. But first of all, I want to thank everybody who watched our last video. It has been a great success and I was really happy to see so many people reaching out to me, and it was just very cool that you guys participated in this video, and I hope I could answer every question appropriately in the comments. But yes, today we are going to talk about some quite uncomfortable things for Palantir long-term holders, probably uncomfortable. And yes, I'm just going to start in right now, but I want to show you something from the last video. You might remember the ending diagonal, which I highlighted in the last video, with the possible alternative, with the possibility that this here at $19 would be our top of wave 5 of wave 1. And I highlighted this quite multiple times in the video, and I hope that everybody got this message right. And since then we have seen a few interesting things play out, and you can see our red extension zone, which I highlighted, and we retraced near the 1.618 extension and topped out at exactly $19. And the only question which is important in this video is if that is indeed the top of our macro wave 1, or is there some other bullish alternative. But first of all, if this was indeed the top right here, then we are going to see quite a long correction in the upcoming weeks and months, which would look something like this: wave A, wave B, and finally a wave C, which would push us to in the region of $12 again. And yeah, we are going to reach our green retracement zone, and certainly you can calculate, you can expect prices of $12 to $11 or even $10, but I don't expect that we would reach the blue retracement zone from down here. I don't think that we are going to reach this zone again. And this is especially interesting with the upcoming Palantir earnings. I think in 2 weeks, Palantir will release their quarterly statement. And of course, this will spark a lot of volatility. And I hope that they could remain profitable for another quarter. But that's it for the long-term count. And if I zoom out, most of you should be familiar with this count by now from the last video. This is the Palantir macro count, and as you can see, this dates back to 2020 with the Palantir IPO, and since then we have established this wave 1 top and this wave 2 bottom in our blue retracement zone. And keep this zone in mind, because I'm going to dive into this a little bit deeper in the Neo video, which will be published today. And I'm going to dive into this deeper in the video. I'm not going to explain that now. But as you can see, the trend should be very clear in the upcoming weeks and months. We should retrace lower into our green retracement zone, and this will represent a very lucrative opportunity to load up on further positions. And yes, I forgot to mention, I have designed a little Excel list for you guys that I will publish it on our website, that you can track our own trades and our own holdings. And right now we cover 5 stocks: Palantir, Coinbase, Neo Corporation, Innovative Industrial, and Geo Group. And we hold 3 positions in our portfolio, 2 in Palantir and 1 in Coinbase, of course. With Palantir is pretty good in profit, with 31% here and 116% here. If you want to receive these trades, then you have to sign up on our website. I'm not going to announce any long or short positions on YouTube, so you aren't getting around that. You have to sign up on our website. And yes, let's move on to the short-term count. A little bit more complex, but I hope that you guys understand this. And if not, then just ask questions. I will answer them, of course. And I have seen that a lot of new investors and subscribers have subscribed to our channel. So if you are new and don't understand this, please just leave your questions in the comments. And like you can see, this is all still the same with our wave 1 and a wave 2 and a wave 3, which topped out in this orange zone. After that, we have seen this wave 4, which additionally was pretty impressive. It bottomed out exactly in our green retracement zone. And after that, we have seen this ending diagonal. And we have discussed a bullish alternative here. So, and I hope that you guys can see this good. This was our ending diagonal, which topped out at $19. And the only question which remains now is if we are seeing an expanding wave 5. And for those who aren't familiar with that, an expanding wave 5 would mean that we would see much higher prices in this year. That would mean that this was just a wave 1. And this is some sort of wave 2. And this would, of course, mean that we are seeing a wave 3 in the upcoming months. Right here, 4, and finally a wave 5, which could push us to $26 approximately. But as of now, this is very unlikely to happen. I don't think that this is the main scenario. And this would, of course, mean that we are going to establish a macro wave 1 up here. But yes, this is unlikely to happen. If you are a leveraged trader, you can gamble on that. But of course, I wouldn't recommend that. And if you are invested in the spot market like I am, then you can just ride these upcoming weeks out, because whether scenario will play out, it will be certainly good for you in both cases. And I'm going to delete that. Sorry for the movements. And yes, the next goals would be for the upcoming weeks breaching below the wave 4 low right here at, it was $13.56. This will be our next target, to breach below this level right here. And if we should break below it, then of course we are going to see much lower levels. $13. So pretty clear roadmap for the upcoming weeks. Pretty simple, pretty hands-on. And if you should have questions about that, then of course leave them in the comments. I wouldn't short this. If you think about shorting this movement, I don't recommend this, because we are in a very volatile market phase and you can get stopped out pretty quickly. And it is certainly possible that this is an bearish wave 1-2, which will push us lower. But of course, there is an alternative that we are going to retrace in an overshooting wave B. But I'm just confusing you guys, I think, with this, for the people who aren't so deep into Elliot waves. But of course, our macro target is still exactly the same. I expect that Palantir will reach $76 or $80 in the next years. So everything safe and sound. So that's the end of the video already. I hope you guys could understand what I'm trying to tell you, and see you guys in another video. Have a good one, and greetings from Switzerland. Goodbye.